people out there. My name is Joshua Harrison. Today, I'm going to do an extremely stupid thing. And I'm going to have a katana of fire. Everyone loves fire. First, we're going to go to these things right here. We have a bucket of water, a towel, a small towel, and our favorite thing, the fire extinguisher.
Which should work.
It's empty. Not a good thing. Luckily, I don't plan on actually getting cut on fire. Also, we have the emergency fire response kit, even though it's very small. Alright, first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to know what kind of liquid you're going to use. I used the citronella, so I had to test how it would burn. Compared to quick burning additives like alcohol, which burns very fast and it also burns very small, this takes a very long time to burn out and it also creates a large flame. So I had to know how it was going to affect me while I was holding the sword. I found out it had a pretty big flame, so I had to end up cutting off some of this so it wouldn't come down, melt the handle, and burn me, and then I'd be dropping it and we'd all be catching on fire. Also, just in case, I will also be wrapping my hands as precaution with a wet, damp cloth to keep anything else from happening. Like a few days ago, when I set my hand on fire, and now my hand has no hair.
And blisters.
Yes. And the hair is very nice. I really like my hair on my arms and hands.
And the towel is soaked in water.
And it is dripping in water. Now, to be safe, I will have a mini torch over here. It has a little bit of citronella on it, so I can light the katana without the risk of burning anything.
But you want to tie it off? With something?
I'll put it in the bucket.
Okay, we have fire. Big,
so far, it's really cool.
Huge
it's really hot.
Fire.
Now, in case of explosions, or debris, or liquids flying everywhere, I also have gloves. Or goggles.
Yeah, I'll say gloves. You're not wearing gloves. Okay. And the effect here is to create a long-lasting flame, but nothing that's volatile and dangerous that's going to be out of control.
Make sure you keep the cloth on you, because until you get the right distance, you will get burned. When you mess with fire, you will get burned. Even when you know what you're doing, you'll still get burned. That is just a fact. It's always good to have safety precautions, though. Respect the fire. The fire does not respect you. If you do something wrong, you will find out the consequences.
Sounds cool.
It's got the ultimate lightsaber sound effect. I would have had some tiki torches to light up, but I didn't think about it in that time. If you want something that lasts a little bit longer, you will have to soak the cloth you have for like 20 minutes in your citronella. This was only dripped in, pulled out, dried. You're going to make sure it's not dripping, otherwise you'll have little droplets of fire going everywhere, and it's going to go and you're going to burn in the living Hades. Also, before I started this, I raked this part of the yard to make sure there was nothing that was easily flammable and a good 5-6 foot distance all around. That's a good way of making a torch. You really don't have to use, I have a real metal blade katana here, and it's for ornamental reasons, so that's why I used it. If you have a real katana, I wouldn't suggest doing this, otherwise you'll be ruining it and you'll be mad because it's like $100.
Anything you can dip, wrap around in cloth could be used as any kind of torch.
You can make a real tiki torch out of it. Get a stick, wrap the cloth around it after. And also, another thing, when you get the citronella on your hands, you might want to wash it off. It can cause a problem. After it's been on your hands for a while, it can cause rashes. It can split your skin open. If you've been leaving it in there, it might get in your eyes. Also, you could catch your hands on fire. Still in your hands. So this was only dipped in, and it's about ready to go out. Cloth is pretty well burnt. I used an old cotton t-shirt, wrapped it around, used metal ties to make sure it wouldn't bun through and fall off. And it's pretty cool. Next time I'll have it dipped in citronella for a long period of time. I'll have some things set up so that I can actually, do some cool, light some things up and actually do some better moves with it. But pretty much it's probably one of the coolest things any kid wants to do. It's pretty much out, but what I'm going to do is I'll lay it down on the ground without anything for it to burn. Got my soaking wet towel. I'm just going to put it right on top of it. Wrap it up and let it sit, cool down.
You should at least be 18 years old before even thinking about attempting this, and still have supervision.
Adult supervision.
Just in case.
Because if you're caught on fire, most likely you won't have the time to think, oh crap, I should do this. So I have my wonderful cameraman / father who'd be ready to come over here and douse me with something.
Beat him mercilessly with something.
Very mercilessly. He would go crazy. I'd be probably unconscious by the time he figures out that the fire's out. So it's fun. It's not particularly safe unless you follow what I did. And even then, if you don't wrap the cloth around your hand correctly, like I did not do it as well as I should have. Now I'm missing some hairs on my right hand as well as my left hand. But it can be fun, and as long as you do it safely and correctly and always have the right precautions and things just in case you do get burned, it's a good experience. Practice makes perfect. Know what you're going to do. Do small steps up so you know how it's going to react, so you know, okay, this is how this thing happens if I burn this much like this. So now I know roughly how it's going to be when I have something that's wrong, if I'm going to do this or if I'm going to do that. But also always taking the small steps up so you know exactly what's going to happen. So, that's the Flaming Katana Sword. I'll do another one again later. This is just part 1. Hope you all have a great day. And don't burn anything down. Alright.